just bitterly cold. It's like 17, 16
7
degrees.
degrees or something this morning. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go there and get us and bring us up on YouTube. Yeah. 7 degrees or something this morning.
Bitterly.
Okay. I see you over at later on there at Adrian's channel last night. That hi to you and Lynn, and I see Ron was on there for a little bit, but he just got home, so I was there. I was earlier, but okay, it was cool. When he first come on, his video was really shitty. It was like really shitty picture, but they continued to clear up or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll see who comes in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you what when I go and look at my I went and shot a ship last night using the Air 2S, right?
Yep.
Just to see. And let me go over here real quick and I'll show you the project. Here's what it comes up as, and I'm pissed. Screen share.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden, these boxes, there's video behind there, and I got the music on it and everything. And this is it.
Huh. Double click the fix, it says.
Yeah, when you do that, file is missing. Do you want to find the missing file? Remove item from or remove find.
Okay. So it's looking for where it is.
Yeah, the DJI 0373.
Well, it should be the last one that you did, right?
Should be this one, right?
Huh?
Oh, it fixed it.
Okay.
See how dark it is?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just not like
It's not the same as that Autel Nano.
oh no. I should be doing one of them with mine. So
Yeah.
hey, Gordon Russell. Russell is #1 today.
I'd be interested in knowing. Okay.
Yeah, I should do mine one night. Just to see how it turns out, because I know with the hotel, right?
Right.
I'm not sure what size that sensor is on the Nano. I think it's only 1/2 inch, but I think mine's a full 1-inch sensor, right? So. Oops.
Yeah, what I'm doing is saving the movie now because I think once I save it,
Yeah.
that it will allow me then to lighten it even more because I maxed out lighting on it now.
It looks like the marker is going to come down right now.
Is it?
Yeah, because it says it's doing 8.2 knots heading to Cleveland 2 minutes ago, and it looks like it's moving from the
out in the
tied up. Yeah. Well, Russell, you staying warm this morning? Goddamn, it's cold. Yeah, Paul, right here, right now, it says 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 5 degrees.
Yeah.
But the wind's gusting up to 19 mile an hour right now.
Yep. It is cold.
Yeah, she's cold out there this morning. Let's go to Celsius. What it says in Celsius. Minus 15, it feels like. Okay, cool. I like the 7 or 5 degrees better than minus 15 or whatever.
Yeah, it's cold, cold, cold.
Yeah, well, Garth, it's not too far off. If I get an extension for my camera, like a USB extension, I might do that. And the problems I was having with my layout, it was definitely a setting. So I had them up and running there last night. So I have a hot chocolate this morning, Paul, instead of a coffee. I had a coffee at 5 o'clock this morning. I was up at 5 and had a coffee, and I was still tired, so I went and laid back down just on the couch, me and the dogs, and I just got up 15 minutes ago, or 20 minutes ago.
Garth, how you doing? Yeah, under normal circumstances, I would turn it over to you and go fly that sucker, but I don't know.
It's pretty freaking cold.
There's no wind, so that's not an issue. It's just like you say, Paul, it's so friggin' cold.
Where do I want to go? Here? Okay. I was searching around, Paul. And anyways, I'll share screen here. Somebody on Facebook is recommending these, but they're called A-Gloves, Polar Sport touchscreen gloves for iPhone and Androids.
Yep.
But they're supposed to be really good. They said yeah.
Are they good? Well, see, the ones that I bought.
But see, the whole things are all high conductivity. Some only got little finger spots, right?
Right.
But these ones here are washable. The other ones, you couldn't wash them. You could only dry clean them or something. I mean, they're not cheap. They're $28 or $30, but.
Well, the thing of it is mine has little touch pads on the end of them.
Yeah.
They don't seem to work for my touch screens.
Well, see, this person here was on Facebook, and they really recommended them because they work really well.
Oh, for what we're doing?
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a drone pilot.
Okay, well, cool.
Yeah, but I'll go for touch for iPhones, Androids, and see the Evos. Evo, he's got an Evo drone, right? So,
yeah.
But
well, if you decide to get that,
yeah,
I'd be interested to know how it worked out.
Yeah, because it's free delivery Friday, November the 25th, because they got it's filled by Amazon, but it comes from outside of Canada. I don't know where. I don't know. I should buy a set just for the hell of it, just try them out. Because if I got something like that would work, it'd be kind of cool, right?
Oh, especially in our kind of weather, yes. As soon as it gets to be like October, I take and put those gloves right in my heavy coat pocket.
Yeah. Free standard international shipping. Okay, well, place my order. We'll see what happens, Paul. Friday, so it'd be a week. Friday, November the 25th. So today's the 20th, so 25 days away.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I'll try them because I got to have something. I was looking at gloves yesterday. I thought, well, buy a new pair of gloves and you're going to pay $18 for them. And then you got to cut the ends off them or whatever, or have those flip ones or whatever, right? So we'll try them. But
I'll be interested to see how those work out, Paul.
yep. Especially now getting freaking old and freaking getting cold. And
Yes. Yes.
like you said the other day, man, I just about froze my fingers out there the other day when I was out flying.
Okay, the Mark Barker is at 11 and 12 downbound. Garth's always trying to figure out something for you to do, Paul.
Oh yeah, I know.
Fly real trains at night. What do you think?
Yeah, like you said, if I get an extension for my camera, I'll put it on the computer upstairs, right?
Yeah.
Because it has to reach around the corner and well, actually, I don't.
Well, I think what he was talking about, you flying trains out in the world at night.
Oh yeah, well, we don't get many trains here, but we get one that does come in at night for the frames at Presstran. They come in. CM comes in at night. That'd be a good place. I could go down there, fly that. What am I looking for?
I got to cook some more rice for Mia today. I gave her the last of her chicken and rice.
Oh yeah.
And now she's sitting there waiting for her pills. Because I forgot to give her pills yet. I mean, they know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, Mia. All right.
USB 3.0 extension cable, 2 meters, 2-pack. So 2 meters, that's meters, 3 feet, that's 6 feet. So that's not enough. They got a 10-foot. That'd probably be enough.
Here you go, boo.
9.8 feet, 3 meters. Limited time offer. Cool.
She likes her pills.
That's only 3 feet. 10 feet. Fast gear USB 2.0 extension cable, 10, 3 meters, 2-pack, male to female. Well, I gotta have male to female, right? Yeah. Can be.
I know.
Oh,
Curtis, good morning. It's 5:16 a.m. out there, huh? Wow.
You're up bright and early there this morning.
And AZ checked in with us. Good morning,
Yeah,
AZ.
AZ, yeah.
Paul Hodges has just been scoping out some equipment and some gloves. He just ordered some touchscreen heavy gloves to wear out. For our purposes, we can't use mittens. You got to use, gloves.
Yeah.
And this particular glove that he ordered, the ones I have, I had to cut a little hole out of this finger on the end, but the ones he's got is recommended by a drone pilot, so must be good. Because usually mine don't activate, even though they got the little pads on there that are supposed to, work. They don't. So I had to cut out the tip of this glove, my left hand glove. Which works, but
Yeah, we'll see. There's supposed to be the whole glove is supposed to be really,
yeah, so yeah, we decided to come on early this morning because of Paul's off and nothing else going on.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm staying in where it's warm.
Yeah, I'm sitting here still debating, Paul, whether to shoot down there and catch that chip or not.
It's up to you, Paul.
Yeah,
Garth will come in and keep me company, won't you, Garth?
yeah. If Garth comes in, then maybe I would shoot down there real quick. And I've got the Mark W. Barker is downbound. A plastic stick. What? The sun's pretty bright. Do you think I should use a filter on it, Paul?
Oh, it's pretty bright out there, is it? Yeah, it does look right down there, doesn't it?
I don't know. I just well, what I did notice when I was flying last night, usually it was on pro settings, and I don't know how to get it back off of pro settings.
Hmm.
Because then you just slide the bottom,
Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing I can't do with I haven't found I can do with hotel. Like, see, if I didn't like the color, too bright or whatever, or too dark, I could just slide it.
Yeah. Hello, Garth.
On the DJI.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whether I could put maybe a light filter on it simply because I'm going to be panning. And
yeah, the sun. At least put a number 8 on it, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bright sunlight, you almost want 16, but 8's not bad. Because I found 8, I was still getting sun glare, but if I put a 16 on, it kind of went away. So how you doing, guys?
Good. How about yourself?
Not bad. We're still alive, still here today. So
Man, it's cold today. I'm telling you.
oh, geez, I'm surprised Paul wants to go out, really, but he wants
you
to.
got any snow? We have about a half of an inch of snow down the ground.
No, it's nothing here. Still got green grass.
Yeah. I opened up the back door and was standing in the doorway, and my jeans froze.
No.
And when I don't think I'm going to be walking out there,
No.
But probably about I don't know, maybe just about a half inch, on the patio and in the grass and
Well,
trees.
see, over the west side of Michigan, they're getting quite a bit there around Grand Rapids and stuff.
Yeah.
I got a niece that lives in Holland, which is just, right on the water, Lake Michigan or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, she's getting dumped on too, but
Yeah, they get it pretty good over there.
yeah.
They get the lion's share of the stuff in Michigan is usually up that coastline,
But I tell you,
So where did Murray go? He didn't leave real ready, did he?
Well, no, not quite yet. I think he's getting filtered.
Get ready.
I was
Get ready.
When I said plastic stick, I meant one of those things like, when you go to Kroger's or something or Myers and you got to sign your little thing on the computer.
Yeah.
That little plastic
the little
wand.
touch. Yeah, I got one of those too. But when you got gloves on and you got a controller in your hand, what do you do? Use your face?
No, you
Oh, down there.
you rig it up to your gloves somehow, So
Yeah.
you just go like this, and because it'd be faster than your finger,
Mm.
I mean, it's worth a try, I guess, glue it to your finger, you know what I mean? So you just glue it right onto your. You know,
Yeah, just run around with that attached.
yeah, I think we invented a new product. We'll get some of those fancy gloves that Hodges bought and
Yeah.
we'll mind meld, we'll Vulcan mind meld one of those plastic sticks onto one of the fingers with a little,
Yeah.
rotating, wedgie on it so you can change the angle of it. So you can
Well,
have plastic gloves and plastic stick too.
Yeah. Well, see, those some of the gloves there now, they only got the finger and the thumb as little tips on them for doing things. But these gloves here, even all the other fingers and everything else, you can expand and do all kinds of stuff with them.
Yeah, they're just regular. They look like regular gloves, right?
Yeah, yeah, but they got some kind of electric, some cut in the fabric.
Okay.
Made out of the whole fabric.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when you touch it, it just
They say you can go like this, extend the screens and bring them in. And
well, if they work like they say they work, I'll bet you'll see more of them out there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because people love to be out and goof around with their phones out in the snow and shit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, most of the ones they're only like a thumb and a tip or something. That's all. Where it's conductive, right? But this whole glove is apparently conductive, so I don't know.
Hey,
Got good grips on it to hold on to things, and
yeah,
and it's not bulky at the tips. It fits nice over the end of the finger.
Yeah, it conforms to your hand then.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Murray.
Yeah.
That freighter, the Mark W. Barker, and there were two other freighters. They've been sitting outside there.
Yeah, they've been out in the Anchorage.
Out in the Anchorage, sitting out there. I was wondering, because I looked at them last night and I went,
destination,
I
they're
thought
headed
that,
for Buffalo, and that was like a no-no.
yeah,
They
I
didn't
thought
want
they
to
were,
get down in that snow squall.
oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's probably why. I didn't think of
But
that.
the other ships, like that are going to Detroit and Toledo, some of them went on down through.
Oh, okay. Because I saw them there last night.
Right down. Yeah, it was going right down the middle of Lake Erie, so they would have, been in whiteouts and shit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to see nothing, right? So
yeah, I did.
Well, plus the fact that everything's so screwed up on the other end, they'd be sitting there trying to unload and nobody can unload them,
Well, and probably then they got more and more snow on the boat, then they have to have it shoveled and cleaned off, or if they're not going to receive them right away anyway, stay back where there's no snow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't smart enough to think that. I thought it was they didn't want to go down the river at night, or something. So.
Yeah. No.
In the cold, I did think that it was like weather related, like they didn't want to go through there at, when it was cold or something. But I forgot about the Buffalo thing. Yeah, that wouldn't work at all, would it, down there?
Yeah. Yeah, I see the American Integrity back there and also the K Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The American Integrity is 1,000-footer. You got to save up all your your cold drone weather for that Dutch freighter when it comes through. I was just looking at it this morning. It's in for some reason it's over by Sturgeon Bay. I wonder if it said they were going to Chicago on the
I'll be back.
Okay.
He's off. Takes him
off. So just you and me there, guys. We got to keep the show going here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, I got Slockhurst behind me. That's all
I think what I'm going to do, I just ordered an extension for my USB. Oh, I'm gonna maybe set up a camera in my train room.
I've been very, I'm stymied by trying to take videos of the slot track. It's nothing. I see how it's such a long room. The room is like 30 feet long, and it's only like 8 or 9 feet wide. And for some reason, no camera seems to work on it. Okay. Because of the tracks, the little, and they're pretty wide. That each one of the slots has a 2 strips of metal that are, I don't know, at least 1/4 of an inch wide, I think. And the lights reflect off of it. Okay.
Oh,
The
yeah.
above light, any light at all. So a video just doesn't seem to work very well at all. Even
Yeah.
photos aren't that great with it, I mean,
Here, I'll show you something here. This is an accident scene.
you got LEDs on the, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
that.
no. Yeah, the car's upside down there. Yeah.
How do you, what do you use for, power for the LEDs?
Well, I got a power supply, but it's only 3 volts, right?
Okay.
Because
And
the LEDs are only 3 volts, right? But
yeah,
see, there's some lights on here on the Cruiser. You buy them like that, they're already made. They're small and they
Yeah.
flash independent. But I've got on the fire trucks and now I have an electronic board that makes them flash, right? So
I got some of those. In fact, I'm going to show you. I've got a few things that look like lamp posts. Okay.
oh,
But
yeah.
they're, and I use them to try to light up the track and stuff, but they don't seem to work very well. They're so dim. I mean, they're so small,
Yeah.
little, just like a pinhead diameter. But these ones here, I'll wait till you come back. These ones here work really well. And these are these little USB. I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold it up to the camera here. See this thing here? I don't know if you can see this very well.
Hey, good morning, Bill.
See this guy, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are little
Yeah, plug in a USB for
they got
reading.
USB, and then they got a thing that, and these, and then they can flex, you can flex them around. And so I on one area of the track where it's back down underneath, it's like underneath, and there's the light can't get down underneath there. So
Yeah.
I use these, and I bought some little USB females. Okay. And then I embed them in a little plastic. I made a little wood block for them. Okay. And then I push them in from the top, and so they look like street lights, and they work really well, because one of the reasons they work really good for me is that they really light up pretty good, a pretty good area for the size of them. But they're 3 volts, I think, again. So, oh, who's that? I got to put on my stream. I can't see.
Where's Paul at? You
Is
go
that,
fly a ship?
That sounds like it's Justin.
Yeah, did Paul go fly a ship or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just took off go fly a ship. But it's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and you're gonna go fly a ship.
I got to put on my.
Yeah, he's getting close to that one part of the season where he ain't really gonna have nothing to fly.
Yeah.
I don't know. They go out, those freighters, they come through that area really all the way till February, right, Paul?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they shut down for a month, but there's still the odd ship coming, right? So
It's just really scarce. I remember last year he'd only get like 1 ship for every like 5 he was getting the normal time.
That's true. There's less. Is that from last night, Paul?
Yeah, I was kind of playing around. That's not the one I was looking for, though. Okay, there it is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's your setup?
Yeah. Well, that's the higher up part. I have 2 levels, but the thing is that that's here running on a computer program. But anyways, but there's no scenery, no gravel or nothing else yet. Not like the bottom end. But anyway, but it's just back.
But the tracks all set up, right? So
Yeah, the tracks are all there. Yeah. But I had another one I was looking for. Hasn't come up. I don't know. It hasn't downloaded.
How often do you actually play with that, or?
Well, it's more of a winter thing, right? But I haven't used it in almost 2 years because my wife was real sick, and then I lost her, and so
you got away from it. Yeah. So you can get back into a little bit at a time.
yeah.
Mine-
Oh yeah.
You see behind me, Justin? Whoa.
See, this is part of the computer control. Like, the red places here, it's got what locomotive is in that a block. Okay. And the green means it's open. There's stuff on the tracks in this part. There's another engine right there. This is a passenger one that runs around. There's a station here, station there, and a station here. And it stops at all the stations, and stuff. But it's kind of cool. But it's, yeah, I like working with it. But it's all automated, I can put 4 or 5 trains running and just walk away from it.
Yeah, this is the guy that claims that he doesn't know tech very well.
Yeah, but
He's
it's
got
all
digital trains.
but there's no, what do you call it, that kind of programming. It's all, collect and select and stuff like that.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but the
it's-
difference between him and Murray though is Hodges will actually try to learn something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Murray just doesn't want to learn jack shit.
Well, yeah, well, neither do I, so.
You try to teach him something, he's like, nope, he'll fight with you on every bit of it.
Well, the thing is that I wanted to buy the new one, the new model railroad company program, but it's a lot of freaking money. It's $1,000 Canadian, and I just trying to justify it, right? Like this one here, I got is 5.8, and the newest one out is 10. And like in the blocks, you can set the braking and where it starts to slow down, comes to a stop, and there's all automatic on the turntables. There's it just phenomenal what you can do with it. As an engine, they got a new on the software on the new one. Like right now, when it goes to take off, the engine's sitting there idling, and as it takes off, the engine sound ramps up. But what the new program does is the engine will sit there idling. All of a sudden, you hear it ramp up, and then it slowly starts moving, like like the real thing, right?
A little bit more realistic.
Oh yeah, but I said $1,000 Canadian just for the program. It just
Jesus. That's all you're getting is just a program?
just a program.
Give you at least a free train with that or something?
Yeah, you probably, do they lower the price after it's been out for a while?
No,
No,
no.
Which is funny because you would think that a company that makes programs for stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure the train hobby's pretty big, but I'm sure it's not that freaking huge.
I don't know, it's pretty big.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, but this company is like this. The people that make the software is in Germany.
yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen the
kind of
German setup.
worldwide sort of hobby,
Yeah, but
We were
it's
talking about
that's
how it's a winter hobby. I got behind me, Justin, is my slot track,
Uh-huh.
the slot track room. And mine, that hobby also is a winter hobby. It's
Do you do trains too, or?
no,
Ah.
but I do love trains. So, and if I had been born just a little bit earlier, okay, I probably wouldn't have trains, because by the time I was a kid, and it was trains or slot cars, and slot cars, they went fast. So that's what that was my first love, with slot cars.
Maybe you should.
my dream is where the layout is now. I got 2 levels. What I want to do is go through the bathroom at a higher level, go into the back bedroom, circle around in a roundabout thing, which comes down lower, then comes back in on the lower level. That's
So he's a little like me in that regard.
I want-
You enjoy the building of it.
I love building.
Yeah.
No, that's the most fun about it, is building it.
Yeah,
But the thing is that to me, a train should go someplace. It should disappear.
yeah.
Okay, and then come back. What
It
if
used
you
to be a
I don't know, take boring after a while, right?
Yeah, there was a big train hobby shop over in Royal Oak,
Yeah.
in my area down here, and it's gone now, I think. But I mean, this place was around for a long, long time, and they had trains all around the whole building, okay?
Yeah.
And they went into the walls, you know what I mean? They would like
Yeah.
go into a tunnel and they would go behind the wall and come out down at the other end of the shop, you know? And I mean, it was bizarre. I mean, they really had quite the multiple layouts, you know, kind of. It can be almost, I would say the closest I've ever seen to that setup was in museums, in some museums. There was a big Lionel setup at
You ever watch that Wonderland thing in Germany?
no.
Oh yeah, that one's insane. I remember when you showed that to me.
Airplanes that take off and airplanes taxi around and everything. Then they even got cruise ship moving around. They've got every type of train you can think of. Oh,
You should pull it up and show it to him real quick. You showed me that video.
Well,
But
I think I did see it when you showed it on the video before. So
okay, it had to be quite a while,
I never watched it. Okay, so
but it's just unbelievable. It just,
yeah, that place is huge.
and they use that software that I was thinking about buying, like, but they have multiple computers.
they
Yeah.
probably write their own software for it too.
Yeah, that was like what, a $5 million setup, I think. Something
Yeah,
like that, they said.
yeah. But they get a lot of people go there and watch them too, right? So, but the funny thing is that if you're ever into model railroads, I can have that thing here working perfectly. I get some people to come over to watch it, and the thing will derail every time.
Yeah. You know, it just doesn't seem to work right.
I made these tiny FPV model cars and then race them around.
I gotta get
Let's see where.
Maybe you should introduce a train track to your slot car track, like put it on the outside or something.
yeah, you know, that's a historical, that's one of those historical things that people like to do, especially for HO, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you race slot cars as fast as the ones I race, okay, you kind of, you know, everything else is sort of second.
Made these tiny FPV model cars and then raced them around a gigantic 60-meter racetrack that goes down the stairs, out of windows, through tunnels, and even outside. I had a few slot cars when I was younger, but they never really reached their true potential. Each must have done many real-world miles over the years, but they never actually went that far. For that reason, I wanted to finally realize my childhood ambition to build a truly massive circuit with seemingly endless pieces of plastic track. But I didn't want to just build any old boring track. This one would make the cars face many perilous obstacles such as stairs, real cars, and the infamous British weather.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to work.
The biggest issue though was how myself and my opponent would be able to control both of the racing cars all the way around the circuit without being able to actually see them. The solution was where things would get really interesting though, as I found racing these tiny cars from the perspective of being shrunk down to their level was even more fun than I could have imagined. Oh, this is so good. A slot car is a very simple thing. Before video games, these small plastic vehicles were the closest you could get to driving a real racing car from your living room. They're powered by a small motor and are guided along the track with these guide vanes. Power for the car's motor is carried through metal strips next to the groove in the track and is picked up by contacts alongside the guide vane. The voltage is varied by
A resistor in the
There you go. Holy crap! How much track does that guy have? It looks all pretty flexible track too, eh?
Yeah, you know, there's the classic. Some people have done it in their backyards, you know, like their whole backyard filled with, and I'm sure trains are the same way, you know, garden trees.
I know a guy that was over here in Oak Street. He had a
Garden,
and it come out of a basement window.
yeah,
You know, he had the window closed down and go over the tracks, but he could open it up and then run the trains all through bridges and everything else all around his yard. And he had bridges where track.
You're still there, Justin?
Yeah.
You know, you were talking about trains and slot cars back in the 60s and 70s. Several of the slot car companies, mainly the HO ones, okay, had versions of HO trains and slot cars that you know, and with like track that was, you know, you could cross over the slot car track with them and integrate them and, you know, and it just, you know, I mean, it didn't sell like, you know,
Like they saw them.
I mean, you know, both the train hobby and slot car hobby have the same stigma of being a Christmas toy, you know what I mean? So right at Christmas time, everybody, you know, pulls their slot tracks out or the train sets out and
Yeah.
goofs around with them, and then they put them away or whatever, you know.
You know what, Garth? I know what would be better for you that would go with the theme of your slot cars. A
Yeah.
high-speed rail model train.
Yeah, yeah. Well, believe me, it's with the advent of
Wonder if they have that.
with the advent of 3D printing, okay. Oh, here's Mark Parker.
Yep. Paul should be down there getting ready to fly.
Yeah. The boy looks like he's got good sunlight to do it in.
Yeah, it's pretty bright out there right now.
But like I was saying, with the advent of 3D printing and stuff, you know, the hobby slot cars have become, you know, there's a lot of design stuff and that you get involved with, and motors and gears and wheels and, you know.
Yeah.
3D printing's opened a lot more doors for people. in
Yeah,
different
people are,
hobbies.
yeah, even bodies, people are printing bodies and chassis and, you know, all the parts and, you know, and it's, you can spend a lot of time doing whatever version of whatever you like. And I spend enough time goofing around with stuff, but the main is to me, it's kind of a winter hobby.
Cause well, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that, you know, before were like, man, I've always wanted them to make this kind of part, and then they never did. And then now that 3D printing's around, they can
Oh, yeah,
actually
yeah.
design.
Well, the
and make
beauty
those.
of it is that there's so many good 3D printing outfits now that you can, like for me, I do wheels, you know, I design wheels for the cars. And I send them all over the world to get them printed, okay? And it's amazing. I mean, I can get wheels for printed for cheap, you know.
Mhm.
It's just the CAD work. I do the CAD work, man.
I don't know if you ever seen anything like this. Okay, so what this does, it measures when you put this over on the track, okay? As the train goes through it, it'll measure how fast it's going. It'll come up and it'll read on here how fast it's going.
Where'd you get that, Paul?
Huh?
Where'd you get that?
Oh, I did buy railroad stores.
Oh, wow. What do they shoot?
I can go real quick and gee, look how fast I went. But
What do they shoot you for that? I mean, because you
I
can use
$100,
that.
but see if I go really slow. Yeah, 10 mile an hour.
Can you hold that sideways? How wide is it?
Well, it's not that wide. It's only wide enough for a train, unless I don't know. It's about 2 inches, 2.5 inches wide.
Wow. I wonder if that would. I bet that would work on slot cars. You know.
Yeah, but it'll tell you. You can do it in miles an hour or kilometers an hour, or you can gear it down to. Like go for up to S gauge or down to N gauge, but mine's set for HO. But you can just set it whatever you want, but just an on-off switch. So,
What's that, Brian?
but see, when you're trying to speed match locomotives, you got to know how fast it's going.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. Hey, Ron.
Morning, how are you?
All right, you're up early this morning.
Hey, Ron, I got one for you. I was yesterday afternoon. I was out and about, going to a couple stores, and I stopped by my buddy's CNC shop, and his shop is in an industrial complex. And I pull up to his shop, and I knew he would be there working by himself. And here's a 8-point buck standing in his parking lot. And I mean, we're talking about Clinton Township, Michigan, which is, you know, I mean, it was close by a freeway, you know, and that's probably where the deer hang around, is they go up and down the freeway, but you know, like the sides of the freeway. But I was kind of shocked to see this big buck standing in the middle of this industrial complex, you know. And I told my friend about it when I walked in the door. I said, "Hey, there's an 8-point buck out in your park." He goes, "Yeah, they're all over," you know.
Right.
He didn't think anything of it, you know, so I thought it was pretty bizarre.
Yeah, my season's over. I'm done.
Oh,
Boom.
really? Oh, yeah. It's Thanksgiving, right? So,
Yeah, they Fish and Game, they cut our season a week short.
oh,
this-
yeah, I remember you talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
So here in
This is-
Michigan, I believe they go till Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah, we normally go till towards the end of the month, but
Yeah,
the
What-
one I got yesterday morning from my hunter, he was from somewhere in New York, but real nice buck. Big old deer. Look at how gray his face is.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while, that boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They, our deer season, especially for bow, goes right till the end of December, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Michigan's the same. It's Michigan hunting or gun is 15th till 30th of November.
Yeah,
Bow is from the 1st of November to the end of December.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ours starts
The
October.
deer. It's light enough. Let me go see if my gang is, I haven't seen my gang for a week.
Now, if you guys say you're hunting, right? Paul, and you shoot a deer and it happens to go across the border, are you still allowed to go grab it?
Well, it's not that easy. You have to get people involved. Border officials, cops, you know, all that kind of stuff. On both sides,
Right,
wildlife people, yeah.
Yeah, I think,
But like, don't get me wrong, it can be done. Okay, but you just can't walk out, get it and drag it back.
right.
Because, you know, if you cross the border, you're in trouble, right? So,
Well, cause there's so many parts of the border where you can literally just, you can walk right across, no problem.
oh, yeah.
Like that one neighborhood that always trips me out, the one where the houses on the one side of the street are in the US and the houses
Oh,
on the other
oh,
side of the
sure.
street.
Paul's flying, I can see him, yep.
yeah,
You just-
here in Michigan, other than, well, actually, I don't think there isn't anything that connects Canada to Michigan that isn't, it's all.
No, you can't there, but see with,
all-
you got New York, a lot of areas there that are,
Minnesota and Upper Ontario,
yeah,
Yeah.
that,
and maybe some parts of Wisconsin up by Duluth there.
yeah.
But for Michigan, it's weirdly enough, because, you know, like, for example, where I live in St. Clair Shores, which is on the western side of Lake St. Clair, Windsor, Ontario is actually south from where I live,
Yeah.
which is really bizarre. It actually
Yeah.
folds down underneath Michigan a little bit, you know, so. And it's the only place, I think it's the only place where Canada is south of US territory.
Always made you wonder how the hell they came up with that border line. It was like,
Well, it was easy for Michigan because it's water. It's all water.
Yeah.
Everything's water, you know. It's lakes and rivers. A great lake or a river. And you know, you
right,
put
but
the-
there's like that one town that's in Canada, but it's actually a US town. And the only way to get to it is by boat.
Yep.
You know which town I'm talking about, right, Hodges?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Is that Alaska? Isn't Alaska or?
No, it's a little
No, no.
town right on the border, but it's like surrounded by Canada. And
Okay.
the US happens to own it,
Yeah.
but the only way to get to it is literally by boat.
Yeah.
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 And you actually have to cross the border to get in and out of it, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be, if you were an American, that'd be like living hell.
Yeah.
Having to go through Canada to get to, especially in the COVID years, you know. You might as well shoot yourself, you know.
Well, that's one problem they actually had during COVID was they had a lot of issues getting supplies to that area.
Yeah, yeah, they made news over that kind of stuff, right? So,
Mhm.
You got your buddies out there, Ron?
Yeah, funny thing is, I went out there and this one probably come charging from 300 yards away.
good.
She was
Wait-
clear at the
wait
top
for
of
you.
the hill and I could actually see her kind of heading towards the north a little bit. And I went out and rattle. And all of a sudden I seen the head turn and boom, literally full gallop.
Yeah, supper. All right, supper bell.
Yep, supper, dinner, breakfast bell. Yeah.
Have you got snow at your house there, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to go up in the 40s today, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it I gotta get out of the butcher this morning and just help my boss a little bit. Get that hide from the Cape and everything from yesterday and bring that and maybe help the boss finish skinning it and fletching it and
Hey, Laura. Good morning.
oh goodness, burr.
Yeah, it was really, way colder up in Yulee than where I live at. It was like, I woke up the other morning and it was like 36 or something.
Look,
But
you
then,
know, Paul's flying. Look at the smokestack coming straight out, going up far left. Even the steam here. It must be really windy down there. Look at it. Holy mackerel.
Surprised he's out there flying in the cold.
Oh, it's 5 degrees right now.
Oh shit. All's out in that? Really?
Yeah, like minus 15 here Celsius or whatever you want to call it, but it's 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be cold when he gets back.
if you could just get him to be that determined to go to the doctor, would be awesome.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
The new name.
Oh, because I call her thing because she calls me twat.
Oh, Jesus.
I started calling her thing. I'd be like, hey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could feel when I was driving home yesterday, I could literally feel the air getting warmer as I was getting closer to my house. Like it started off super cold and then by the time I got to my house, it was like almost a 20-25 degree difference. It was just with a, 3-4 hour drive. Cause it was like 50 when I left Yulee, and then when I got here, it was like in the like 71, 72. Tim is twat down under, okay.
Hey, Justin, is that a regular run for you now, going up to Yulee every month?
No, I was told, I was promised that this was the last time I had to go up there. We'll see. Depends on whether they get people hired, because the problem is the way our job works is it takes about a month to get somebody hired, get them trained and get them certified.
Sure, yeah.
About a month-long process.
Yeah.
So the one guy starts training this week coming up, so I'm hoping I don't have to do it again. Because you have to get certified for every stupid little thing you do. Like I'm getting certified for line markers, but I'm certified for active corrosion control, for leak survey and inspection, and for reading meters. You have to get certified for all those.
So you got a rust license? Is that what that is?
Pretty much it's just you learn about active corrosion control and how
Rust
to
license,
combat
all
it.
right.
Don't get that paint on your hands though, man. That paint for those meters is, oh, so sticky. The only way to get it off you is you literally have to use paint thinner. What were you gonna ask me, Ron?
Oh, with like each additional certification, do you get like an increase in pay or something, or
Damn it. I got 50 cents with the last one I did.
no?
Cause
50
the
cents?
corrosion control and the leak survey and inspections, you have to have those.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I'm certified in locating. I just don't do it because I told my boss I don't wanna do it. I said I have no desire to locate. But I know how to do it. I know how to use the machines and everything.
Told his boss that he was not allowed to send her daddy away anymore.
Oh, yeah, she did. She walked into his house because like I said, we've known him for a few years now before I got the job. And she walked into his house because that's Rod and Vanessa, her Uncle Rod and Aunt Vanessa. Cause they know the kids that well. And she went in there and yelled at him and told Uncle Rod that he needed to give Daddy more money and stop sending him away.
How'd that go over?
I don't know. I wasn't there, so
Oh, goodness.
apparently that's what my 8-year-old told him.
One more cup of coffee.
No, unfortunately, I didn't go because the weekends I got pretty tied up now that I joined that server because I have to commit so much time to it every week, so. Plus, they put me on the media team, so I'm allowed to post videos with the server name in it.
Oh. Yep.
And I got promoted to a Civ 3 last night, which I know you guys don't know what that is, but there's 4 levels of civilian.
Okay.
Civ 1 through 4, 4 is the lowest. I got promoted to Civ 3 last night for my excellent role play. What they said.
Ooh.
And it unlocks more shit, like you get more cars. You're able to do more serious crimes and stuff, like you can steal cop cars, stuff like that.
Mm.
And you won't get in trouble for it.
Oh, Jesus.
I think Murray went to get some cream puffs or whatever they are.
No,
Lots of
he's
creams.
supposed he's trying to get his fingers warmed up so he can drive home.
Yeah, because he's only 4 minutes away. I timed him one time, you know. He jumps in his car and goes 4 minutes.
In all reality though, Garth, technically where Paul's lives at, Paul could just fly the ships from his house if he really wanted to. That drone's that Air 2S is completely capable of going that far, no problem.
Well, I think he's probably as
I
a
wonder-
crow flies about from the water, maybe a mile.
Yeah, it's
Mile
not
from
that
the
far
water.
for an Air 2S.
Yeah.
I used to take my Air 2 1.5 miles, 2 miles. It would start getting a little iffy at 2 miles, but I did it plenty of times where I was able to get it out that far, no problem. And like do a orbit around like a water tower. There was a water tower that was little over 1.25 miles away from my house. And I used to go fly to it all the time from my house and then do an orbit around it and come back.
6 of
Especially-
them out there now.
I want to say Paul did that one time. I think he flew from his house down to the water. I think once before. He was testing it out.
Well, I'll tell you, that would be from an electronic interference point of view, that could be problematic.
Well, the Air 2S has a lot stronger. It has OcuSync 3.0.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more problems because the guy's flying like basically under the Blue Water Bridge, okay, which is an international border, okay. You know, he's less than a football field. He's a football field away from Canada there. And with all the security and all that junk and
Oh, he said that the
federal
Coast Guard,
agencies and stuff around there, he probably got a ton of electronic surveillance going every which direction and crap, you know.
yeah, and I asked him about that before too, like not with the so much interference, but with like security, how. But apparently the Coast Guard told him that he's fine as long as he doesn't land in Canada. And doesn't necessarily penetrate the border, but if he's over the water, he's okay. You know, they don't really give a crap as long as you don't actually penetrate over land. So
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay.
they
'Cause he doesn't have to go, he actually is flying most of the time that he's in the air on one of his videos. Half the time he's in Canada because it's split right down the middle of the river. Well,
yeah, cause kind of the way he was explaining it is, the water's
I mean,
kinda, I guess.
you know, if you take a look at the Port Huron cam, you'll see that there's a NOAA facility right there underneath the bridge with, you know, that probably's got a lot of signaling going in and out of it. And there's the bridge traffic. It's basically two spans of the bridge and, you know, and every government agency in the world. Here he comes. There he is. He just-
Yeah.
we thought you got lost at the donut shop, Paul.
Now,
Cold out there, Paul?
took a little side trip to Tim Hortons.
Oh.
Okay.
That's what he was talking about.
You know, in honor of Paul Hodges, you just can't go by, you know?
My coffee? No. My coffee?
He don't drink coffee, you know that.
No, I don't drink coffee, Paul, but thank you.
Hey, Paul, is that on Pine Grove?
Yep.
Okay,
Pine Grove and Hancock.
okay.
So is it just like on the way back from your house? You don't really have to go
Well,
all the way?
it's Pine
Sorta.
Grove is about 2 blocks west of me, and that would be another block south of me.
Yeah, that's not that far.
Well, the lineup couldn't have been too bad, then.
No, it wasn't. Hang
Wow,
on, me
cold
and
it is
Jackie
outside.
ready to come back in.
It's too cold. It's Sunday morning. Nobody's gonna be going out, you know?
Well, everybody be in church, so.
Sunday afternoons is when it gets busy in most places, at least down here it does, like when I worked at Walmart. Man, that's when we would get the rush. Everybody from churches would be coming out and they'd be going and getting lunch at the deli and different things like that. And coming in and doing some afternoon shopping. Yeah, it'd always get really busy around noontime. But during the morning, it'd be super slow. It's pretty chilly here. It's not too bad. It's got we're pretty much here, got cloud cover at the moment.
Yeah.
Little bit, about a 2-3 mile an hour.
How was
breeze.
it? Was it cold out there? Mike?
Oh, brutal.
Brutal, eh?
14 degrees.
Woo.
Oh, yeah, but it feels like 5. Yeah.
How long does it take?
In
to
other
run
words,
the
it's
work?
5 degrees. I don't see it.
You want to see what's
I
inside?
wonder if it's Boston cream this time.
It's in a Christmas box too.
Yeah.
You got sprinkles on top?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's all Boston creams. That's
Boston
all we eat.
creams, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite, Boston creams. And then I also splurged, Paul. And
Ooh, we got something else besides Boston creams?
I got me a breakfast wrap sausage.
Oh, breakfast wraps. Oh, that's good.
We're being healthy this morning.
Yeah, I'm really on a roll there. Ron, how you doing?
I'm all right.
You gotta be recovering from all that work you've been doing.
Yeah,
Was the herd glad to see you back home?
I've got about 8 of them out there right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He said one was about 300 yards away, walking away from him. He rattled the can and turned around and ran right to him.
I could see her up on the horizon, up on the road, and I could literally see the head turn and then came at a full gallop.
Oh, yeah, well, they know, people think that animals are dumb. They're not.
No.
In fact, in most cases, they're smarter than we are.
What that other deal is going on down there, when we used to watch, I haven't watched it for Brownsville Pantry or something, wasn't it?
The ant tree, what?
The Brownsville Deer Pantry or something, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. There's a where they have the troughs and they feed the deer. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right here. Okay, I don't know if they started yet or not. Okay, right, bird, Deer Pantry. That was back in. Oh, come on, go forward.
Oh, shut up, Matt.
That was an old one. That was back in July. I don't think they're live yet.
No.
Hang on. Okay. Are they live now? Well, that was a month ago. No, see, they're not live yet. Yeah. Let me see. It's go live. The only thing they got live right now is
Birds.
mm,
They do birds too, don't
the
they?
bird feeder. Yep.
I wasn't in the house, Matt.
Okay. And you guys complain about feeding a little bit of animals, eh? Look at this. Fucking, how he getting his by the truckload? You got a silo and everything else for him. Okay.
Can't read.
I just don't talk to channels that are beneath me.
Well, it's buffering a bit, but anyway, see, look at that. It's got a squirrel, turkeys underneath, and one bird. I don't know why it started buffering here. Huh.
There's an each word. Oh man, you put your vest on, Justin. You're taking shots from all over.
Now here,
I ain't worried about those
what the hell is going on?
warriors.
Huh. That's weird.
You know, he gets on JD about being a keyboard warrior, but yeah, he keeps pops
Okay,
in the chat
they're having problems. Been reported. Constant buffering. Okay.
saying if
Oh, I need a copy. Okay.
if he'd man up, he'd come on the show. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Ron, I think Justin's still poking.
yeah. Let's see who wins this battle.
He just doesn't like people talking about his mediocre editing skills.
And the fight begins. Jeez. Thing is, I got footy prints all across the front of my yard where I park. They've been here. Let me go out and give them a little bit more corn.
What does showing your face have to do with anything? Oh, Matt, by the way, we caught you with your little subtle flipping us off where you got off the live stream last night. Thought we weren't gonna catch it. Come on, Matt. See, look. Take it right out of JD's book. Because I'll just sit in the chat. I can't handle the intellectualness being on the panel. He said that was for Michael. Yeah. Oh, man. How cold is it out there where you're at, Ron?
Alexa, what is the current weather?
The current weather is 9 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather with a high of 42 degrees and a low of 9 degrees.
Oh, high 42. You know, it's funny, Hodges, you're just saying, I mean, I haven't seen them pretty much for a month. And little Miss Busy Pants out there, the mean doe.
Oh yeah.
She remembered me. I went out there, you could spot her. I know which one she is, but I went over the ledge of the porch and thrown corn out. Well, she instantly walks away and runs over to the steps. I'm like, no, not today. It's too freaking cold out there. Not happening. Oh.
Well, as long as the Bucks ain't around, it wouldn't be. But she is a bit of a mean one, though, that one. Yeah.
Guess Matt's not gonna come on.
Hmm.
I mean, I understand when me and Sean talk, it's too much for him. He just doesn't understand all that
Yeah,
technical stuff.
I got to send him a picture from yesterday. It's just like when you and Matt talk camera settings, right? He just agrees with everything you say because he doesn't really know what he's doing, you know? What's up, JDS? Wonder where JD's been. He wasn't around yesterday either. Yeah, my hunter made a new buddy yesterday. This little puppy dog, every time I park on his property, he runs up to us and he's just so friendly, but my hunter absolutely loved him yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Where's your mini me JD at, JDS? Oh, I'll just have to take that. You take your word for it, Matt. You know, understand you don't want to come up. That's what I said, you know, I've been poking at Matt for like the last year and a half. Never made a response to me. Adrian does it one time and he gets like a 10-minute video. This is because Matt knows he met his match. He's like, I just can't. It's too much for me.
Justin, what's Edge FPV?
Sean, yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
He hasn't, the only thing he's posted, you know, he hasn't posted a video in 2 years, but he did do some random, like 11-second live stream like 2 months ago. He went live for like 11 seconds. And that was the only thing he did. Yeah, Sean actually hasn't flown his drones much in the last couple of years neither. He was building one last week on my show.
Hey, JDS, good morning. I just happy to see you there.
Frickin' Matt. Come on, Matt, 100% participation. Can't come on for 2 seconds. And come down off of your tower and say hi to everybody.
You guys are a good form of entertainment. Oh, shoot. Well, guys, I should get my day started and moving, and I gotta go down to the butcher.
Are you taking what, a deer in there?
I gotta go pick up the hide and horns and everything, take it back up to the lodge, and they're both my hunters from this week are gonna have my boss do the taxidermy.
Oh, a full mount or just head mounts?
Just shoulder mounts, yeah.
How long does it take to do one of those?
I mean, once we actually, it takes a while. I will only help him up to the neck as far as getting the hide off, and then when they have to go around the eyes, the mouth, and no, I'm not touching that because it's very tedious. You got to do it just perfect. But then once we get the hide off, then it's sent to a tannery. That's a good month, 6 weeks or better to get that back. And then, but it's minimum of probably a couple month process, but it depends on where you're at in line. The one I got yesterday and the one that Jason got 2 days ago, Ralph wants to get those two first and then take them to the show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in February.
Oh,
He wants to have them on display. That buck I got yesterday was nice.
Oh,
He was tall.
yeah.
So full of crap, Matt. See what he wrote in there? Been signing my 1K merchandise all day. I'm so tired. So like, I'm assuming your hunters don't get these heads till what, a couple weeks after they leave, or what? You guys mail them to them or something?
He actually tries to get them back to everybody by, a lot of taxidermists are a year or better. Ralph is really good. He usually gets stuff back to people by May, June, but he tries to get some of them done with the hunters from Pennsylvania. He tries to get them done by February. So it saves them the shipping charge. So when he goes to the outdoor show for that 10 days in February, a lot of those hunters in Pennsylvania will come to the show and then pick up their mount. It saves them several $100s in shipping.
Ron, did you see what JD put in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh no, that T-bag is gone.
Dirtbag.
Our American version.
No, he was definitely talking to you, Matt.
He's gone.
Justin is still on.
A keyboard warrior there.
Yeah, that's why I said Matt gives him so much crap for that, but then he comes into the other shows. Won't come on him, but he'll sit in the chat. Talk about his 1K merchandise. Just used
Turning all
underwear.
his fan mail and, you know.
Just his used underwear he's sending out to people.
I just watched that video last night of him and Dennis with the mosquitoes and the koala bear.
Oh, dude, that was funny, dude.
JD said, "Oh, Matt, hey, buddy." Matt was like, "Yeah, right, JD."
Your name is in my book.
Actually, JD's got like 10 exclamation marks behind his name, and each one of those marks is something he did. So he's actually screwed up more than me and Tim have.
Everyone is a strike.
Pretty much, that's how Matt marks it.
Yep.
I don't remember what JD said. JD said something to him one day, and Matt was just like, "Don't put all these marks in the book." Matt said 11 of them now. Oh man.
JDS calls JD a mini me.
Yeah.
A mini me.
This is mini me.
Oh, those Boston creams there, Paul.
Well, you just got finished burrito.
You're muted too, Paul.
You're muted, Paul.
I just had a breakfast burrito wrap, which was excellent, and I had a Boston cream.
And Boston cream. Whoa, that was for dessert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was probably my best investment into Matt's channel ever, was that book.
So how the ship turn out, Paul, there?
Well, a little bit of a problem.
Oh.
What the problem was that my hands were so cold and I had the gloves on. The top left corner is on the edge is a button for starting and stopping video.
Yeah.
So when I was coming around behind the back of the ship,
You hit the off button.
it hit the off button. Yep.
Why don't you just leave it on the whole time?
Well, it was the gloves. I didn't do it. I didn't plan on turning it off.
Oh,
I find with the hotel controller that on the right top of the controller is the zoom. And I don't know how many times I've hit that thing accidentally.
Yeah.
I got to see if it can be put over to the opposite side or not. I'm not sure.
At least it gives me an indication when you hit that button, you know, the start and stop button. It makes a noise, so then I hit it again and it's supposedly started, which this is the first portion of it.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the last one.
JD said later, douche. Oops, dang.
See, it
Autocorrect.
stopped right there. So then we'll go over here.
Ron, read the chat.
I saw that.
That's funny.
But what do you want? Oh,
I guess later my friend translates into douche with autocorrect.
So the rest of it went pretty smooth,
yeah.
but boy, was it cold. Oh, my God.
Well, guys, I better boogie. Everybody have a
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off too. I got a video. I gotta
wonderful
work on.
Sunday.
Where you headed, Justin?
I got a video I gotta work on.
Oh, okay.
And I
Okay,
got-
Ron, hey,
guys.
thanks for coming in, Ron. Justin, you behave yourself.
See y'all later.
See you all later.
Okay. Bye-bye. Garth must be busy too, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Couple.
What's your game plan today, Paul?
Yeah, not much. Not much today. May go back and play with the trains for a while. I got that other program working there last night after I got off, and then I found out I had a setting set wrong on one of my boards. That's why I wasn't seeing it wasn't indicating where the trains was and wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. Because there's a thing called common rail wiring or direct home wiring. And it was in common rail, and I use direct home wiring. So I don't know how it got changed or whatever, but I don't know. Maybe I was playing with it 2 years ago and didn't know that I changed it, right? So, yeah. What are you trying to put out there, JD? What do you got? Oh, where you? Have you seen Santa Claus or something? Oh. How to flatten curly, wrinkled polymer cash. Oh, because our money is all wrinkled all the time. Huh. Put it in the sink, put a spatula on it, and we probably got to run hot water on it or something. Imagine. I have to watch it. Yeah, run I don't know why people want to flatten the cash. Just get rid of it. I didn't tell you the truth. Who uses cash anymore there, JD? Yeah. Wayne B says it's snowing where he is.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. You can get a live view of Earth from Artemis 1 from that rocket.
Huh.
Oh, JDS says, I missed the cash. Hell, I never carry cash. I got probably a couple $100 in my wallet. Been in there for 6 months. I just, in case I ever need something and want something right away or whatever, but it's always debit card or whatever.
$100, you can send it to me.
Yeah.
I'll use it.
Well, you never know. You might go to a yard sale or need some cash, so it's always there, or somebody's got something for sale and they want to unload it. Just say, hey, right now.
I have a couple of train sets or something, you never know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did pretty good yesterday. You've been proud of me, Hodges. I went to the hobby store after I was talking to you guys on the stream, and I went, I'm going to go to the hobby store. I haven't been in the hobby store in a long time, so I went to the hobby store and I didn't buy anything.
No? Oh,
Yeah,
God. you're-
I came back home. My wife said, well, what did you buy? And I said, nothing. She couldn't believe it. So,
So in her mind is, what the hell did you go for?
yeah, exactly. Well, I don't, the hobby stores have all dried up in my area, so I don't get to go to them. It's quite a ride for me to get to the hobby store. So, and I hadn't been there in a long time, and I thought, I'm gonna go and see what they got going on. It, might be something new at Christmas or whatever. One thing I did discover, the things that were there, the old stock was 30% cheaper than the new stock. The prices on things, okay? If something was $39, that
I put
same
a link-
thing in a new stock was $59. So.
I just put a link in the chat there, Gar, if you want to check out this website. It's about a 30-minute drive from here, but called OVR Trains Out of Valley Railroad. Well, yeah, I see the stuff that they got. Just unbelievable.
Where's that at? Chat. Mhm. Mhm.
But I know they ship all over the world there, but you got to remember all that stuff's in Canadian funds too, eh? So always a little more money, but but they have
Is that the one that's in where's Tillsburg or something, or
Tilsonburg, yeah.
Wilsonburg? Okay.
Yeah. You can have some slot car stuff too, eh?
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, slot car is big in Canada.
Mm.
A lot of slot car guys in Canada.
Yeah.
But so is trains. But trains are huge everywhere.
Yeah. But this where's we got
So how was your flight, Paul? Did you have any wind or?
Oh, a little bit of wind,
Okay.
but it was cold.
Air 2S, was it?
Yeah,
Air 2S, okay.
it was cold.
Yeah, well, lucky you didn't have the high wind because the stronger the wind. Man, I went out to Kroger's yesterday at about 4 p.m, pick up a few little things, and God, I went walking around the corner of the building, and the wind just almost knocked me out. I went, oh my God, it was like walking into a freezer. I said, Jesus, it was cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
But my wife was showing me on the weather that in the end of the week or after the holiday here, it's going to be 50 on one of the days. So hey, I guess it's a little unseasonably cold right now.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Well, I look
November
like
has
it's
always
gonna-
been my worst month. It's just something about the lack of sunlight. And to tell you the truth, today we had a little bit of sun. So, I always remember, I don't know, maybe it was because one, just a memory that stuck in my head that November, it's like gray and cold and, it's not usually snowing a lot, and even if it is snowing, it's just
not that nice.
it's just not that nice. And, and so to get this far through November so far with not so much stuff, I'm good with it. We had pretty good, nice weather there, so.
It's going to warm up a little bit toward the end of next week, up to 46 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Yeah, that's what my wife was telling me a little while ago. But,
but even tomorrow's going to be cold, but it won't hurt my feelings if I don't have to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
so you won't find out until tonight, eh?
Yeah, about 6 o'clock tonight. I don't know if there's actually. Let me get out of here. I don't know if there's anything come up on it yet about that or not. Go to the new TTV News. Nothing about there. I'll go to Toronto because that's where a lot of stuff comes out of. Yeah, okay. No, not talking about it yet. Anything new? All talking about the weather. I don't see anything exciting here yet. Right, they're not talking about it. Well, they're supposed to be right up till 6 o'clock tonight, and they're going to make a decision, right? So, but see, the thing is about the wages and all that, that's all been settled. It's just that they want more people, so they have to do less work, right? So. Yeah. I don't see anything at all on it about the new. I had a freaking thing on CTV News. If you go to CBC, you get all the federal stuff, but CTV get all the provincial stuff, right? So.
Okay, here we're gonna go.
Yeah, it says 46 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 1,000 degrees in Canada.
Yeah, it's still only 18 degrees here, Paul.
Yeah. It's what?
18 degrees.
Yeah.
There is there's 1,000 footer coming down, which American Century, I think, or something.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah. Oh, did it pass already?
No, me pass.
Yeah. Well, I think you've got plenty of videos of it anyway, so.
The reason I wanted to get the Barker is the Barker usually goes by here at nighttime, not in the daytime.
Okay, yeah. Now you're not gonna get off the hook for that Dutch ship. When I see that Dutch ship, I'm gonna send you a text or something.
Uh-huh.
So get your warm mittens and shit ready. That's gonna be a few days.
It's supposed to warm up back into the 40s later this week, right, Paul?
Yeah, we're up 46.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Egbert Wagenborg. Okay. It's in I think it's in Sturgeon Bay right now. Sturgeon Bay. It said Chicago, but I don't understand why it would be in Sturgeon Bay. It doesn't make any sense to me. Look it up right now while we're talking. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's right at the lake side of Sturgeon Bay, but I don't think they go in on the lake side, do they? In the canal side?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yeah, there's a maintenance depot there.
Yeah. But I thought they always came in from the around the peninsula, but maybe you're right.
No, they come right up that.
Right up that canal, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, you see where he's at there? I'm looking at him. He's right just a little bit north of that canal. So I don't know why they would go down that side of the lake. Why would they go down that side of the lake if they're going to Chicago? Unless they.
Well, there's lake effect snow going on over there, remember?
That's true. I didn't think of that.
It isn't. You got it right. This time of year, you got to look at the weather.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe this is the first time they've ever been here. So it's because it's a Dutch ship. Let's see what it says on the tracker. It says it's going to be in Chicago on at 1 o'clock on 11/21. So 1 o'clock, that's probably the morning, right? 1 o'clock in the morning. ETA 1 o'clock. How do they work that? How do you know what? So it says 1 o'clock on the 21st. So that's tomorrow. So they're a day away from being in Chicago. And that's probably another 2, 3. So it's not going to come through Port Huron for another 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 days. So the weather might be nice by the time it gets back, you know.
You never know.
Well, I'm gonna keep track of it pretty close because I want to either go to Port Huron or go down to Detroit and see it go by, because I'd like to get some photos of that guy because it's such an unusual
Yeah.
ship. And that's why I was
I just looking at the weather radar. I don't know. Hopefully Diane should text her and see if she's coming out of Toronto, because there's Toronto and they got a great big streamer coming down through there, and it's going to cover almost Toronto there in an hour or so. Look at it coming right across there. It's going to be heavy.
She go to Toronto a lot, or
She's in right there, a little town called Aurora right now.
oh, okay, yeah.
Or I don't know if she's on the way home yet or not.
Gonna be driving through some snowstorms, that's for sure. Then. So you don't, Paul, where you're at St. Thomas, you don't get the buffalo stuff, eh?
You don't get what?
The kind of the deluge of buffalo end of Lake Erie stuff.
Well, see, the 401 corridor runs from Windsor all the way to Toronto.
Right.
And they call that the banana belt, because you can get bad weather or you can get good weather. And a lot of times the systems will be to the north of us and to the south of us, which it is right now.
Right.
But then if the wind switches comes out of the northwest, then we get dumped on, especially Strathroy, stuff like that in London, really get pounded.
Okay. So,
But they call that line that runs through their banana belt. And a friend of mine down in Rodney, I don't know, half, 3/4 an hour away from here. He's got several farms, but he's got one farm north side of the 401. When he plants corn, he has to plant a different heat unit corn there on the other side of the 401.
wow, that's bizarre, eh?
And he's on the south side, he plants a different heat unit. It's what they call a banana belt, eh? So
Yeah, it's probably because of the shoreline, the lake shore, the Erie shoreline.
yeah.
I know that when I used to race sailboats, big sailboats, Lake Erie was just, oh my God. I used to race this what they call the Trans Lake Erie race. And I'm telling you, it was you could actually, when you were looking out into the lake as you were sailing, you could actually maneuver around storms because you could see them. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, oh my God, let's go this way. Oh my God, let's go that way. Dude. So you try to maneuver around the
biggest problem with Lake Erie is so shallow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it gets a really
Like you
weird
almost
ass
have to
waves.
go
Yeah.
5 miles to get 50 feet of water.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And but I'm telling you, the worst time I ever had in a car that I can remember was my wife and I were driving back from Boston, and we were going through London, of all places, where you live. And we were debating, it was just snowing, and we were debating, we were trying to get back to Detroit, and so that's really the end of the trip there. And we were debating whether we should stop in London and stay overnight or try to make it home. And I said, well, let's try to make it home. And I'm telling you, between London and Sarnia, Paul, it was a nightmare. Okay.
Well, going through that, like Strathroy area, it's terrible through there.
Oh man, it was because the lake, it was like you said, it was coming out of the northwest.
Yep, the lake
coming across Lake Huron there. And it was the scariest I've ever been in a car because I was afraid to stop. because
Yeah, you stop.
I thought I'd get stuck. I get stuck on the 402, because there was no, and man, I was just, it was like,
White knuckle.
I finally got to Sarnia. Okay. And it was like, oh my God. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
And so we got home that night, but it was really, really scary.
The funny thing, you get the 401 that runs from London down to Windsor. It'll get bad roads too.
Yeah.
But it never seems to get closed. But you go from London to Sarnia on the 401, that, I don't know how many times during the winter they shut it down. They can't keep.
I know that now, but I didn't know that then. This was probably about 10 years or so.
We're all going down to Detroit and then come back up.
Yeah. And we
but I've gone on a few cruises and we've always flying out of Detroit, right?
Yeah.
So we drive down to Detroit and cross over and go to the Detroit, Wayne, whatever, the airport.
Have you ever went on a Great Lakes cruise yet?
No, I haven't. No. The next one I'm going on is going to be Alaskan cruise.
Alaskan cruise. Okay.
Great Lakes cruises are too pricey.
Yeah.
Are they?
Oh, they're terrible price.
$7,000.
Unless you go in a rowboat, right?
Yeah.
Cruise,
Well, the last time I was on a cruise with airfare, taxes, the cruise, I spent $908.
Oh, that's not bad, right?
Okay. For a whole week, that includes all your food, everything, taxes, airfare, everything.
So who do you go with? You go with your sister now, or?
Yeah, that time my sister, but I used to go with the wife, but it was $908 a piece.
Okay.
But it's just, but like the Alaskan cruise, you can get it for about $600. But the problem is getting there. It was like $900 or $1,000 just to fly to Vancouver and back, right?
Yeah. What time if you're going to do that Alaskan thing, what time of year do you do that, Paul?
It starts around May, June.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's
It goes on, I think, to August or something. I think they run till.
Okay. You go on the Port Huron cruise, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, now I can drive there.
Yeah. You go on what do they call it? The float thing? What are they?
Float down. Yeah, float down cruise.
Yeah, float down.
Yeah. Yeah, JDS says he's getting all the views because he said money.
That was
I think it's even too cold to go outside just to get a Tim Hortons coffee. But
Oh, hell yes.
Oh well, I'll drink home coffee.
It is bitterly cold. There was nobody in line and hardly anybody out on the road this morning.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me wonder. I know about all these homeless people. How the hell are they surviving?
Some of them probably don't. We don't hear about it.
Cold. People are living out in that.
Well, like I say, Paul, there's probably a lot of them don't make it, but we don't hear about it.
Yeah. But they, I don't know, but there is shelters here for them to go to, but a lot of them just don't want to do it because there's rules and regulations.
Exactly. I saw something on the news, the local news here. They had a guy down in Detroit that was living on the rooftop of a building down by the river.
Mm.
He'd been on the rooftop for 9 years.
Oof.
And it was in a, kind of a rundown, abandoned industrial area. And nobody ever bothered him. The cops didn't bother him. Huh? 9 years, guys.
Well, we got a shelter about 3 blocks north of me here. It's a homeless shelter and a place you can go in and stuff, get out of the cold and stuff. But the funny thing is, I look at the police reports where they're arresting everybody or somebody's wanted on a warrant, all they do is go to the home and they can find them. Because they've been arrested on Princess Ave, on Princess Ave, on Princess Ave. I'm just going,
Yeah, because at least it's a good spot to catch the criminals, right? So,
but the funny thing, and it's not funny, but all the criminals around town, they've arrested, you know, he's so-and-so's name, no fixed address, no fixed address, no fixed address. It's all the homeless people and drug addicts, right?
yeah.
The American Integrity is going into the Anchorage out there because
Is
its
it?
destination is Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. American.
And so right behind it, coming downbound is a K.E. Barker, but its destination is Dearborn. So
Okay.
Yeah, Laura, I can almost get it delivered, but I hate to see what the cost of a cup of coffee would cost me. Because you got to have a minimum order before they deliver. So
I'm telling you, you need to buck up, Hodges, and get yourself a Keurig,
if
okay, and some Tim Hortons K-Cup.
I got Tassimo, I can do the same thing. Go
Tassimo.
I don't know why, it just don't taste the same.
that's the automatic coffee maker.
Yeah, it's one cup at a time, right?
But they have the little K cups for Tim Hortons.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Tassimo too.
Yeah, and you know, I can tell you that I have two Keurigs, and I have a really old one. And
Yeah.
you are right. The old one does not make as good of coffee as the new one. We've got one that's only a couple of years old, and
Yeah.
that's the one that's upstairs, okay? And
Yeah.
that bad boy, it makes better. The newer versions of the Keurig make better coffee. They're really good. I buy Tim Hortons and I buy the Mac Cafe and stuff. Now Tim Hortons, when it's on sale, a K cup they're about 70 cents a piece, but that's still what a coffee's a couple bucks at Tim Hortons, right? $1.75. So
Yeah,
it's still,
somewhere in that neighborhood.
still a lot
But that's
cheaper.
that's for a large one, you know.
Well, I'm talking about. Oh, you got regular coffee, okay?
No, it's hot chocolate.
Hot
okay.
chocolate.
Tim Hortons hot chocolate. I had a cup this morning.
Paul, how much do you pay for a large double over there?
Well, I get a medium double, and it's $1.92.
See, so it's $2 for a medium, you know. So
Yeah, when I go to Starbucks, it's $5.
and a K cup is, you know, on sale $75 or 70 cents.
Yeah.
So it's a lot cheaper, you know what I mean?
Well, but see, here at home, I drink instant coffee. Okay, but you know those jug dispensers got 5 gallons. You turn upside down, put it on top of it.
Yeah.
I got one that dispenses hot water. Okay, so to make a cup of coffee, I just scoop the instant in there and put it under there and hit the button and just hold it and fills my cup up steam and hot water. You couldn't drink it right away because it's so hot. I've done that for years, and that's
Well, I still do keep some instant coffee, and I was the same way, Paul. I used to have instant coffee in the morning when I got up, okay, and I would never use my K cups because they were too expensive.
yeah.
Over the years, because they've gotten so much better, okay,
Yeah.
there's so more variety. You know, we buy them in the box, like, you know, at Costco, you know, and they're a lot cheaper if you buy them that way.
Yeah. And they, a friend of mine, a farmer, he takes like instant coffee. He buys them like, you know, this kind of size, but he buys Folgers and Maxwell House and then mixes them together.
Yeah.
That makes a really nice mild coffee. I just love it. It's just really good. But it's 2 different brands and he just mixes them together.
They do have the in a K cup thing, there is a little gizmo you can get that, you know, will actually make a K cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you take your Tim Hortons regular, you know, coffee or whatever you got, and you put it in this little gizmo, and you put that in your Keurig, and bang, you know, you got a cup of coffee. So
I think this was $7 Canadian there, Laura. I think around there $6 and something. I think it was almost $7. But it's hot chocolate. But see, the thing is, it takes 3 scoops in order to make a hot chocolate, right? Like 3 tablespoons.
Yeah,
It's not like one coffee, just a teaspoon scoop.
that's still pretty reasonable price. Was that a?
Yeah,
Yeah, so.
I drink a lot of this in the wintertime. I've never drank it in the summer, but I just get because I drink sometimes so much coffee. I want something different.
Yeah, I get for mine, I got Caribou, okay, that we get at Costco, and I got
Yeah.
Costco brand yellow one, which is medium, and then I get Mac Cafe, okay, because we buy that through from Amazon, okay, and sometimes if it's on sale, I'll get Tim Hortons at Myers, okay, but it's not always on sale, so.
I guess this is what Curtis drinks right here, called Death Wish coffee.
Bush coffee, there you go.
The world's strongest coffee. Self-serve coffee pod must be like a Keurig or
Oh yeah, he's got, yeah, look at that.
Odin cups. I don't know what the hell. There's instant coffee and get it as instant too. $14.99.
That's
All
what
you can get it as a cold brew.
I've gotten away from I used to like the darker stuff, you know what I mean? The strong coffee, and now I'm back. I've gotten down where I only like the medium ones, you know. Have you ever tried Pete's coffee?
No.
That's really, really good, you know. The one I like the best, they got a bunch of different brands of Pete's coffee. It's Peets, Pete's.
Yeah.
And the one I like the best is called Crazy something.
Yeah.
But it's a bunch of different names they have of it, medium, light, whatever.
Laura said it takes 3 scoops to make the coffee too. Huh? Well, she probably got like, the one that goes in like a percolator one, like a drip coffee maker. Yeah. But it makes more than 1 cup,
And my wife uses a regular coffee maker because she likes hazelnut coffee.
Yeah.
Decaf, and you can't get it anywhere. Okay. You know what I mean? So they don't have cake. The only K-cup version of it is the Keurig version, the Green Mountain. It's horrible. She doesn't like it at all. So that's what she likes, is decaf hazelnut. So.
Hey, Paul, I see that looking at UAV forecast, they're calling for
Oh, yeah. It's
9-mile-an-hour gusts today.
Yep.
Holy mackerel. And 49 tomorrow.
All the way till Tuesday.
And then Tuesday is nice flyable weather Tuesday and Wednesday by the looks of it. Oh yeah, look at this. Just 8 mile an hour, 9.5. Yeah. Yeah. But for the next couple more days, it's still pretty cold and windy, right? So
Cold and windy. Yep.
Well, Hodges, when your trains come by your area there, do they have any of those cool looking ones like you got the model of, with the black and the red and the white, the CN?
well, CN does come in here. Well,
they do the Christmas train every year.
the Christmas train. Actually,
Yeah, you made a video of that, right? Christmas train.
That's got to be coming up. I wonder if I missed it already. I forgot all about that. I wonder when that's coming in.
I don't know.
Does that go to go to Port Huron, Paul?
Yeah, it goes to the States too.
Okay.
It goes everywhere CNN does, and it's not CNN. CN.
You know what would be cool is if you had Hodges takes a video of it before it goes
I was going
to
to go.
the tunnel, and then you take a picture of it when it comes out in Port Huron.
Yeah.
You have a double video.
This is the one that comes through here, right?
Yeah.
The holiday train.
Is that Canadian Pacific? Okay.
Okay. Train track.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. That's where it's going.
Find a holiday train event near you.
Yeah. London. I don't want London, Ontario, dummy. I don't want they don't go there in England. There we go. London, Ontario. Okay. 11:30. So, it's on the 30th. So next
Not
week,
that far away. That's just only 10 days away.
It's
It's
only-
at 8:15. Oh, it's at night. Oh,
yeah,
Well, yeah,
So it only-
because it lights up.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, it's all lit up. Yeah. Well, I want to go by Dorchester, and I'll catch it coming into town because out there's nothing there, just all country, and
Yeah.
like a country crossing and everything right there. If I
Yeah.
go there with the drone, I can just put it up straight up above me and just get it as it's going by.
Yeah.
Go up, go back to that thing and put in Port Huron, Paul, see what happens.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I gotta go back. Okay, cool. We'll go here. Okay, now I'll go to, hang on here, share screen. Cool. Okay, so holiday train tracker. Okay, so what? Port Huron.
Port Huron.
Or you could just put in the zip code.
That's good. Right there. Okay.
Doesn't
No
go.
holiday train events.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So don't
you
go
would think-
through the Michigan. No.
No,
Yeah,
well, it does, but I don't think they make it.
it does double cross thing, but hang on, just go. It's got to come across there, right?
You'd
Not
think.
necessarily.
Or is it going through Detroit?
Uh,
See right there, that arrow where it looks like it's going to Detroit?
yeah, I don't know. This one here,
Yeah,
that's-
there it is, Detroit.
it goes up through Detroit. Yeah, right there is where it stops there because it's what that the thing with the bar with the music. That's where it stops.
Yep.
Oh, is that-
Adam, and then it goes to Detroit.
Oh,
See how it's crossing over?
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, so it goes through there. So don't go.
Doesn't go to Port Huron.
You can go for you.
So you're the only line of defense then.
Yeah.
For the drone. Can you
Yeah.
fly at night, Paul?
Well, the thing of it is, Garth, is you can go out, you go to the hobby store, get yourself a drone and go down there and get it in Detroit.
Yeah, but then I'd have to spend money doing that.
Yeah,
You know. It's
stimulate that economy.
Oh, look at that. You got a
Yes.
video. Hey, Hodges, don't you have a video of the recent one a couple of years ago or something?
Oh, but these are the people that are singing on the train when it stops because the whole side of the boxcar opens right up, and then they're stand inside and they play music and they gather food for the food bank for that town.
Really?
There, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They just
That's,
see they gather food. Yeah,
that's cool. That's a cool idea.
yeah. See how it comes out here, the side. Yeah. Here, you go back here. See the side of the boxcar opens right up. Yeah. Oh, cool. And it's on the 30th. I got to remember that. It's like a Tuesday night or something, I think, isn't it? Okay. 30th. It's a Wednesday night. Okay.
I got to write it down in your calendar. Okay.
Okay. I got to
Make
go.
sure you got all your drone batteries all warmed up. You know?
Yeah. Okay. This is the one. Oh, she gets that French vanilla. Okay.
And I just drone that's the one I get. Amazon.
Well, Paul, what do you think?
Yeah. That's 10 o'clock. We've been on for a couple hours. So
See you guys.
Okay,
Take
we'll
care.
see you, Garth.
Yeah. Take
we'll
care.
see you guys.
Go get your drone now. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see everybody again soon. Tonight, Paul, are you going to coffee?
I might go for coffee later, but it won't be till almost 7 o'clock, Paul.
Okay.
So.
All righty.
Okay,
Okay, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you all